Roger, we see it, Jack. And we got a reading of minus 2 degrees on the docking index. We'd like to know if that's 2.0 precise or if it's 2.1 or 1.9.
No, it's minus 2.0 precisely.
Thank you.
Two minutes until the event.
We've got one more item for you when you get a chance. We'd like it to stir up your cryo tanks.
Ooh, there it is.
I have Shaft and Trunnion
Okay.
for a look at the Comet Bennett if you need it.
Oh, snap. Here we go. One minute, 30 seconds till the event. One minute. Thirty seconds. $20 seconds. Failure happening in 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice.
Flame color set to yellow.
Okay, Huston, we've had a problem here.
Yes.
This is Houston. Say again, please.
Oh, Houston, we've had a problem. We've had a main B bus undervolt.
Roger, main B undervolt. Okay, stand by, 13. We're looking at it.
Dope.
Okay, right now, Houston, the voltage is looking good. And we had a pretty large bang associated with the caution and warning there. And as I recall, main B was the one that had a amp spike on it once before.
Roger, Fred.
That was epic. That was so epic.
In the interim here, we're starting to go ahead and button up the tunnel again.
Roger.
Yeah, that jolt must have rocked the sensor on, see now in O2 quantity 2, it was oscillating down around 20 to 60%. Now it's full scale high again.
Roger.
And Houston, we had a restart on our computer. We had a pink light and the restart reset.
Roger, restart. And a ping slide. Restart on the ping and reset.
And I'm looking at our service module RCS helium 1. We have B as barber pole and D as barber pole. Helium 2, D as barber pole. And secondary propellants, I have A and C barber pole. T-max temperatures. Okay, AC2 is showing zip. I'm trying to reconfigure on that, Jack.
Roger.
Yeah, we got a main bus A undervolt now too, Sean.
Main A undervolt.
It's reading about 25 and a half. Main B is reading zip right now.
That is so epic. Oh, I really felt it that time, man. That was a damn good recreation of the event. That was super awesome. Now we're tumbling out of control something fierce.
Stand by one, Jim.
That was so epic.
Houston, we'd like you to attempt to reconnect fuel cell 1 to main A and fuel cell 3 to main B. Verify that quad delta is open.
Okay, Houston, I'm showing. I tried to reset and fuel cell 1 and 3 are both showing gray flags, but they're both showing zip on the flows.
We copy.
Okay, Houston, are you still reading 13?
That's affirmative. We're reading you. We're trying to come up with some good ideas here for you.
Okay, let me give you some reading A in the interim to help main A voltage jack. I've got bus IC on.
Say again, Fred.
about main A voltage. I've got main bus tie bad AC on. How would you rather accept the 25 volts we're seeing on main A?
Okay, bus tie AC on. Houston, we need Omni Charlie, please.
Don't you mean Omni Delta? Or no, Omni Bravo? The hell?
Houston, we'd like you to verify a couple readings for us. We'd like the nitrogen pressure on fuel cell 1. We need the oxygen pressure on fuel cell 2.
Okay, nitrogen on 1 and oxygen on 2, is that correct?
Negative, oxygen on 3.
Okay. Okay, system test 1A. Says zip. And 2 Baker, which is 3 oxygen, says 0.6.
2 Baker says 0.6, and say again the other one.
Fuel cell 1 nitrogen reads 0.
Roger, 0. Houston, we'd like you to open circuit fuel cell 1. Leave 2 and 3 as is.
Okay, I'll get to work on that.
And Jack, our O2 quantity number 2 tankers, we can feel, did you get that?
O2 quantity number 2 is 0.
That's AC, okay. Yeah, that's because of AC. And I looked today, looking out the hatch, that we are venting something. We are venting something out into space.
Roger, we copy your venting.
It's a gas.
Fuck.
Fuel cell 1, you just wanted off the line now, Jack, is that right?
We just wanted you to open circuit fuel cell
right?
1.
Okay, she's off the line.
Apollo Control, Houston. This rapid exchange of conversation you've heard, the main B bus is off the line. Fuel cells 1 and 3 also off the line. Fuel cell 2 is presently on the line. We now show 13 at an altitude of 178,643 nautical miles. We're at 56 hours, 12 minutes into the flight.
Oh shit.
Houston, we see you getting close to gimbal lock there. We'd like you to bring up all quad C's on main A, quad C1, C2, C3, C4 on main A, and also bring B3 and B4 up on main A. Houston,
Holy shit. Immersion Maximo!
We got it. Affirm.
Okay, can you tell us anything about the venting,
Okay.
where it's coming from? What window you see it at?
It's coming out of window 1 right now, Jack. And can you give me the thrusters again?
Okay, the thrusters.
What button?
We'd like, on main A, we'd like Charlie 1, 2, 3, and 4. Also Bravo 3 and 4 on main A.
Okay, got it.
The reference there is to the reaction control system thrusters. We're at 56 hours, 14 minutes now into the flight.
I need to get the other commentary.
Omni Bravo.
Omni Bravo.
Like the inner loop where you can hear Kranz and all the flight directors
Okay, 13
talking it out.
Houston, we'd like you to go to your GNC checklist, pink pages 1-5. Do power down until we get a delta of 10 amps. Over.
All right. Roger.
Apollo Control, Houston. That last report from Lausma asked the 13 crew to reduce the electrical load on the spacecraft.
Stereo. Not the big picture, the 1-5.
Okay, we'd like you to go down that power down procedure until you get a delta of 10 amps. Over.
Roger, Stig.
Apollo Control, Houston. We'll.
And, did you copy our power down request?
All right, Jack. We're right now. Where did you say that was located, Jack?
That's in your systems checklist, page 1-5.
Apollo Control Houston, we repeat again that
I'd also check for those pages in your launch checklist. They're emergency pages, pink pages 1-5, and we'd like you to power down until you get
In the launch checklist, Jack.
Roger, power down until you get a amperage of 10 amps, less than what you got now.
Okay.
Apollo Control Houston, we repeat again that main bus B on the command and service module is now off the line. They're functioning with main bus A. Fuel cells 1 and 3 connected with bus B are now off the line.
Okay, Jack, are you happy with the inputs we have now?
Stand by one, Fred.
Okay, Jack, and on this page 1-5, we proceeded right down the list, all the way down. We're right now at BMAG number 2 is at warm-up.
Roger, we copy BMAG 2 and warm-up. We'll follow you through.
Okay, and something is giving us a range, Jack, both in pitch and roll. So I'm suspecting that maybe it's whatever it is that's bending back there. I've had to use direct in order to stabilize this. And as soon as I do, we're starting to pick up rates again. Can you pick up any jet fire?
Stand by. What direction are your rates in, Jack?
It's negative pitch and negative roll.
Roger. Houston, we need to get some more instrumentation up. We'd like you to put inverter 1 on both AC buses, over.
Okay. Okay, you got inverter 1 on both AC buses now. And Jack, one of the items that we turned off was all the fuel cell pumps. Okay, and you might let us know when fuel cell 2 needs its pump back. We ought to take care of that guy.
Roger. Okay, Fred, we want fuel cell 2 pumps to AC1, please.
Fuel cell 2 if you want it.
Okay, it's on AC1.
Omni Charlie, please, 13.
Omni Charlie.
Okay, 13, we've got lots and lots of people working on this. We'll get you some dope as soon as we have it, and you'll be the first one to know.
It's just some dope? Is that what he said?
So thank you.
Okay, Jack, and the way our configuration we're sitting in now is we have the hatch installed. We still have the probe and drogue inside the command module. We're going to stay in this situation till you kind of give us an okay to reinstall the probe and drogue. Or if necessary, to use the LEM consumables.
Roger.
It's a shame we got something blocking this window off right here. Something, it's on the outside like a parachute or something that's clipped, and it's a shame. But otherwise, it's a pretty immersive experience.
Dan, we'd like to have you put thruster
Tumbling
Alpha
out of
3 on
control
main
like
aim,
this.
please.
Alpha 3 on main aim.
Okay, Jack, are you monitoring the quad temps and quad A? Package temps?
Affirmative.
I gotta get that soundbite. Check it out, actually. It's just a tiny bit back here, right?
Okay, inside the command module. We're going to stay in this situation till you kind of give us an okay to reinstall the probe and drogue. Or if necessary, to use the LEM consumables.
Roger. We'd like to have you put thruster Alpha 3 on main aim, please.
Alpha 3 on main aim.
Okay, Jack, are you monitoring the quad temps and quad A? Package temps?
Affirmative. This is Houston. We'd like to power down just a little bit more, so let's get BMAG 2 off and make sure your lights are down. Over.
Okay, our lights are down and BMAG 2 is going from standby to off.
The BMAG is part of the SCS system on the Apollo command module. Of course, we're still attached to the lunar module, so this is less of a crucial item to power down at this time. We're at 56 hours, 34 minutes into the flight, continuing to monitor. This is Apollo Control Houston.
Houston,
Okay,
we'd like
Jack,
you to
now I've got a
open
rate.
fuel cell 3.
Open circuit fuel cell 3.
Go ahead, Jack.
Okay, fuel cell 3 is off the line now.
And 13 Houston, we'd like you to turn all your Bravo thrusters off and put all your Delta thrusters on main A, please.
All Delta thrusters on main A and all Bravo thrusters on Roger.
Damn, look at that sucker tumbling. Holy shit. It's crazy.
#13 Houston, turn
Okay,
battery
Jack,
A
we'll
off.
not tear down the nut. That's fine, we were pulling. Battery A off, Roger. Now you know. My transmission. Don't have any current. Hey, it's off. It's off. They killed the bus completely now. Dad?
Houston, we'd like you to isolate your O2 surge tank. Over.
Surge tank off now, Jack. Okay, Jack, are you copying O2 tank 1 cryo pressure?
That's affirmative, and we're trying to get power to that tank. Stand by, we're working on it.
Okay.
Package temperature. Surface module RCS B light due to package temperature.
Okay, we had a service module RCS D light, Jack, due to package temperature.
Service module RCSB. We copy, no problem.
Let's read you the lights we got on now. Cryo press, fuel cell 1, fuel cell 3, main bus B underbolt, super compressor.
Roger, we copy them, and we'd like to build up the pressure in O2 tank 1, so turn the heaters on manually. We'll watch the pressure for you.
Okay, we're going to get a main bus A underbolt probably.
Roger, we realize that we feel we can stand 5 more amps on it.
Okay.
Okay, heater tank 1 on.
Houston, we'd like you to additionally bring on the fans in O2 tank 1, and we can stand the additional amperage on that.
Okay, bring on the fans at O2 tank 1.
Still getting rates in negative pitch though. Okay, so they still haven't
13 Houston,
Haven't
we'd like
gotten
you to
the-
check some circuit breakers on panel 226.
the venting and
O2
the attitude
heater,
under control
number
yet.
1, main A, and check the 3 cryo fan motors, tank 1, 3 phases.
Okay, Jack, 226 is configured just like it should be. I got 3 react breakers. and
3 rad breakers.
open. All the rest are closed.
Okay, Fred, thank you.
Well, the venting is almost stopped. Still getting negative pitch though. So we'll slow ourselves down a little bit. The SAS. Wow.
Jack, looking outside, the number of particles is diminished greatly, almost ceased now, which indicates maybe what venting has.
Actually, Hayes is down in the lunar module right
Roger, Jack,
now,
thank you. We copy.
powering it up. So we'll move him on down there.
I'm still getting some rates at negative pitch though.
Roger.
Look how it's reacting too.
And,
It's like
13,
it's.
We'd like to verify that both BMAGs are up,
That's
please.
awesome.
Negative, we just have one BMAG. BMAG number 1 is still on.
Okay, Jack, let's take BMAG 1 off.
Okay, BMAG number 1 off now.
Look at this. We even got the seating right. That is, if we are gym level right now. Not sure.
13, this is Houston. We'd like you to give us a
Level.
survey of...
We are. We even got the
displays
seating
on,
right.
DCs 1 and 2. Give us gauge
Thumbs up.
readings and talkbacks. Over.
Okay, we'll start with display number 1.
Okay, check on MPC-1. There is nothing abnormal. All the rate indicators are 0. Ball number 2 is frozen or partially lost main B. I've got ball number 1 appears to be working normally. Right now I'm sitting at roll 0, pitch 180, and yaw about 13 degrees. I'm going to try and hold
01800.
180 and 0.
So this is Jack Swaggart right now who's talking.
The center panel,
That's this Kerbal here.
the
Can-
RCS indicator A. We have
And this is
temperature of
Level talking here.
80. Our unit pressure is 3,900. I'm looking at fuel pressure of about 180 and percentage of about, I'd say 85%. P is about the same, except the net package pressure is 190. On quad C, we're looking about the same, except that the package temperature is 100. On quad D, we're looking at package temperature of 160, although the indication is about the same. CM pressure, RCS pressure is looking nominal. Unit pressure is around 4 now. And package temperature is about a little less than 80 on ring 1. And about the same on ring 2.
It's Apollo Control, Houston.
Back on the SMRCS, I've got helium 1 now are all gray, helium 2 are all gray, primary baton all gray, secondary baton I've got 2 barber pole and A is barber pole, D gray, C barber pole, and D gray. Okay, on the ECS radiators, barber pole is gray. On the ECS primary indicator,
Okay.
Okay,
Now we're down to Jack, or down to Hayes.
okay, the cryo tanks H2 1 is reading 230, and same for 2. Our O2 cryo tank 1 is looks like it's barely holding its own at 300. And cryo tank 2 is reading 7. Quantities H21 is reading 73 to 74. On the O2 side, we're reading O21 quantity 76. O2 peg full scale high. Rad temps, primary inlet, we're reading about 55. Rad out
Apollo Control.
52 degrees. And the evap out temp 45, steam pressure 0.17, glycol discharge 48. Two compressors reading zip. The vacuum is reading 30. H2 waste is reading about 34. Portable reading about 98. Secondary red inlet is reading about 71. And the red out is about 30. Glycol evap temp is reading 65. Steam pressure peg full scale high. Discharge pressure 9 psi.
Excuse me, Fred, I'd like to butt in here a minute. We'd like to have thruster C1 off.
C1 is off.
And proceed.
Okay.
My last copy is secondary rad in.
Okay. Your secondary rad in gave to you 72 degrees. The rad out's about 30. The glycol evap temp is reading about 65. Steam pressure full scale high. Glycol discharge pressure about 9 psi. The secondary accumulator is about 34%. Our temperatures, suits showing about 52 degrees, about 58 degrees. Pressures, suit reading 4.1, cabin at 5. Partial pressure CO2 is up to a little over 1, about 1.1. On the SPS side of the house, the temperature is 72 degrees. Helium's reading 3,500. N2A is reading 2,300. N2B about 2,450. And our ullage pressures, fuel is reading about 165. Oxidizer 170. Fuel cell 1, both flows are zip. Skin temp 405 degrees. Condenser exhaust is floor scale. Fuel cell 2. Right now we got an O2 or needs to flow
Nice.
reading of 0.13 to 0.14. And the O2
So they rattle some of this off, and then it comes to this this great moment, which is actually in the transcripts right here. It's about to happen. I'm gonna pause that audio for just a moment as I explain this this moment in history right here, which is really clearly documented. It's really kind of absolutely chilling. And the movie, they did a fantastic job of making it chilling too. So they get through all of this, and Hayes says, "Okay, we got zero amps. Say again, Jack." Long pause, and then a public affair. Apollo Control, Houston. Yada yada yada. Lovell says, "Okay," it says Houston 13. Long pause. "Hello, Houston. Apollo 13. Do you read?" And then they come back. "Okay, okay, 13. This is Houston. It appears to us that we're losing O2 flow through fuel cells 3. So we want you to close the react valve on fuel cell 3. It looks like fuel cell 1 and 2 are trying to hold up. Okay, you copy?" And then Fred Hayes responds, "Are you saying fuel cell 1 and 2 are trying to hold up, but we're leaking O2 out of fuel cell 3? You want me to shut down react valve on fuel cell 3. Did I hear you right?" And then here's the chilling part, is that Fred Hayes is incredible. This is in the NASA transcripts. Fred Hayes' incredulous response was shared by Jack at Mission Control, who asked the same question of Gene Kranz when Gene Kranz told him. He said, I want you to shut down the react valve, and he's like, do we really want to do that? And Hayes with the same exact response when it was relayed to him, that are you sure we want to do that? Did I hear you right? Shut down the react valve. So that's coming up here in just a couple seconds. Check this out.
The T-scan is about 445, and the condenser exhaust 180. Let's see, if you want it on the DC indicator, fuel cell 1 is 0 amps, 2 is reading somewhere between 44 and about oscillating 44 to 48, again depending on thruster activity. 3 is 0 amps. Say again, Jack.
Apollo Control, Houston. Continuing to troubleshoot with the Apollo 13 crew, closely watching oxygen quantities and pressures in the command module. Isolating the surge tank leaves oxygen for entry if this should become necessary. Also, if necessary, the 13 crew could open the tunnel and use oxygen from the lunar module. We now...
Apollo 13, how do you read?
Okay, 13, this is Houston. It appears to us that we're losing O2 flow through fuel cell 3. So we want you to close the react valve on fuel cell 3. It looks like fuel cell 1 and 2 are trying to hold up okay. You copy?
You're saying fuel cell 1 and 2 are trying to hold up, but we're leaking O2 out of fuel cell 3. And you want me to shut the react valve on fuel cell 3. Did I hear you right?
That's affirmative. Close the react valve on fuel cell 3.
Okay. I'll go to the SSR page. You want me to go through that whole smash for fuel cell shutdown. Is that correct?
Smash for fuel cell shutdown.
Stand by.
Apollo 13 now 180,098 nautical miles from Earth. Velocity now reading 3,219 feet per second. We're at 56 hours, 58 minutes now into the flight.
Okay, 13, we want you to turn the inline heaters off on fuel cell 1. Then we want you to go through the fuel cell shutdown procedure on fuel cell 3. Read back.
Okay, shut down the inline heaters on fuel cell 1. We're proceeding with the shutdown special subroutine for fuel cell 3.
That's affirmative.
Okay.
Omni Bravo, please. 13 Houston.
We got positive pitch rate, and I can't stop it.
Go ahead.
Okay, you got.
So
Omni
yeah,
Bravo,
we're still
and, we'd like to have you verify that the tape
still
recorder is
tumbling,
on, please.
still getting.
That's verified. Okay, Jack, I'm sitting here with an 0618 showing, and I can't get rid of it. Stand by, just a minute. Okay, fuel cell 3 reactor off.
Roger, Jim. Thank you.
Apollo Control Houston, speaking from the spacecraft for most of that conversation has been Lunar Module Pilot Fred Hayes. We're at 57 hours, 1 minute, now to the flight.
Okay, Jack, step 2, special subroutine 1, fuel cell procedure has been completed.
Roger, thank you.
Global stop. Just get that off the screen. Excuse me.
Okay, Jack, I'd like to bring on Jet A4. I've got no negative pitch control, negative pitch control in, right now in either direct or auto coils.
Okay, you say no pitch in either direct or auto. You want to bring on A4?
Welcome back, Spaceman.
Yeah, I got a positive pitch rate, and I can't stop it.
Okay. Okay, Jack, bring A4 on. Stop
That's
the pitch rate.
Swaggart over here talking. Okay, yeah, he's turning on
Okay, that got
the
it.
reaction to stop the roll.
And 13, we need Omni Charlie, please.
I'm big Charlie.
And Freda, we'd like to have you verify fuel cell reactants. Talkback is Barber Pole.
That's fine. I watched it, and it went bobber pole in there through the switch.
Roger.
Okay, all flight controllers, I'm handing over to Glenn. I assume the majority of other team guys are pretty much briefed and up to speed as best we can. Now what I suggest is the white team do two things. They go over the D-logs.
Okay, Jack, let me give you a thruster configuration right now.
That was
Able 1,
interesting.
Charlie 1, Able 2 are off. Charlie 2 main A. All the thrusters that I call it are on main.
That was interesting. So Kranz coming up and speaking just there. He says, "Okay, all flight controllers, I'm handing over to Glenn. I'm going. I assume the majority of all your teams are pretty much briefed and up to speed. The best we can do now, I suggest, is that the white team does two things. They go over D-logs, and then comms break. And it says here, by mistake, Kranz has come up on the air-ground loop, and is a conversation that is only another astronaut by designated Capcom can speak with the crew." Yeah, he's basically told, you're on the wrong loop, and he cuts off and then goes back over to the other loop.
Main A. Baker 1 off, Dog 1 on. Baker 2 off, Dog 2 on. Able 3, Charlie 3. Able 4, Charlie 4 on. Baker 3 off, Dog 3 on.
okay, Jack. That thruster configuration looks okay.
Alright. Okay, you want some readings from the sensitive meter regarding fuel cells?
Stand by one minute, Jack. Let me
We've
ask.
got some incompatibilities.
So yeah, they're handing over to the next crew. But they got another funny note in here. Flight director Glenn Lumneys. I hope I'm saying that right. Glenn Lumneys. Infamous handwriting becomes even more so as he starts to record the slowly dropping oxygen tanks. And they have a little picture here of his handwriting. It's like it gets worse and worse as it goes down the line. That is hilarious.
Roger, is that 2 Bravo, Fred?
Bravo. You're ready about 0.25 to 0.3. Okay, let me get back to you. Fine. Stand down for readout.
This is Apollo Control Houston, 57 hours, 11 minutes.
4.1.
We now show an altitude of 180,521 nautical miles. Here in Mission Control, we're now looking towards an alternate mission. Swinging around and using the lunar module power systems because of the situation that has developed here this evening. We now show a velocity of 3,210.8%. This is Apollo.
So at this point, the mission control is exploding at this point, right? The situation is very, very dire. Glenn Lumsey is now questioning the LM people and mission control about the plans on how to power up the LEM quickly. And so they're switching the LEM over to a lifeboat, and they're absolutely exploding all over the place. And as far as the next event that actually happens here, let's take a look. Okay, so at this point, we're talking about the command module, computer, and platform powered down. The CSM systems powered down, LEM systems powered up, mid-course correction, ignite to free return trajectory, okay, and then mid-course correction cutoff, LEM systems powered down, and then lunar can't think of the word right now. Encounter. So, where do we stand on the vehicle? I think at this point, eventually the leak just is no longer a thing, as it just vented itself completely out. Basically, eventually, that's how it went down. And let's move these astronauts, or at least the ones we can, down into the lunar module. And this gets shut down.